All right, and hello. And there's a bee that came to join us to say hello and greet us. All right, hi guys. My name is Deajane, Nana. I go by many names. You may pick one. All right, and let's get right into this video. So we did the part 1 and the part 2. All right, we are sticking with these channeled messages right now, okay? I also need to preface and let you guys know, these channeled messages are going to be taking a moment for uploading. It's not going to be like this back-to-back thing. Like, my channel is heavily shadow banned, is heavily scrutinized for the stuff that I talk about. But it's okay, because that means I'm talking about something right, okay? If this shit is under attack, all right? Which is fine. But I cannot, your girl doesn't even got a laptop. I just Scooby-Dooby doing this on my phone, okay? So these uploads take a bit, especially like that hour-long one, you know? This is why I want to get them out to you. That's why it's just really raw. I just slap on the video. Especially these ones, I'm not going to be doing the intros on there, you know, it's just going to be getting right into it, because the uploads, you know, take a long time. And if it's going to be an hour, you know, if the messages are going to be an hour or, you know, over 30 minutes or so, you know, it could take up to 2 days, because of the way they slow down my upload process, the data, the towers, all that shit that they do and they also watch my videos before they screen my videos before they even go out to you guys and everything. So, yeah, that's why it takes it a bit too. So I could have a video done, you know, already, and it's you guys are going to be seeing it late. You know, I can't be putting it out. Like, I wish, you know, in the future and eventually I'll be able to, you know, have what I need, the resources that I need to be able, and this high-speed internet and shit like that, to not be fucked with, to be able to just upload same day, or go live. But the thing with just going live is I don't know why I don't go live. I'd rather just film the video that way. Shoe fly. Oh, yeah, that's why I wouldn't go live, is the shadow banning. It wouldn't even pop up. It wouldn't even register. So at least this way I can get it through on the algorithm. And the Wi-Fi, too. I forgot the Wi-Fi. I don't have Wi-Fi to even go live. Like, that would require an internet connection. I don't got it, you know, at least when I'm filming or on my phone, I don't need internet connection to just film. I can just flip it on. And I like being in nature, and sometimes you just don't got the access to that, you know? So anywho, enough about that, but just wanted to give you guys that little bit of an update, since I don't really talk much about my life or too much about what's going on with me, and I just try to stick to the messages. That's a little bit of an update for you. So part 1, part 2, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, those are done. So this one, now we are still sticking on that theme of chapter 1 of false prophets, false idols, the difference between Jesus and Yeshua. But now we're going to be catching up to modern times and how this now relates to where we are, okay? I had to give you a bit of that background information to catch you guys up, all right? Now, I am so freaking excited for, guys. This is gonna be crazy. Oh, I'm about to ruffle some feathers, and shit. Okay. Okay. So listen. I'm just gonna get into it. I'm also gonna show you guys. All right. Also, how I'm gonna show you in this video too, how you can talk about, if you're getting channel messages about people in the public eye, if you get messages about people, and the divine is giving you messages about people in the public eye, how to speak upon it, without diving into and reading and going into their personal lives. I was hearing some people, their thoughts were like, when I was talking about celebrity tarot card readers, the people that do that, and I was hearing some people that were kind of upset about that because they're like, well, they put their themselves in the public eye, so it should be free game and stuff like that. But spiritually, karmically, and just overall none ya businessy, we need to be focusing on our own energy. We need to be focusing what's going on in our lives. At the end of the day, yes, these people plaster themselves out there on television and on these things, but they are actors. This is a job. This is a role. We don't know. Although I talk about some of the things some of the downloads that I've gotten, about certain celebrities and certain things, that stuff is common knowledge. That stuff is not like that I'm being told. That stuff is not, I'm digging into your energy and like spiritually spying on you, which is what these karmics have an issue with. There is a difference between pulling out a deck of cards, pulling on your own energy to figure out what's going on, and remote viewing your own life. And this is when it comes into also the difference between white witches and dark witches, okay? Using your powers for good, flipping those tools that you got and using it for good, okay? And this is also what I talk, talking about the energy, like when I talk about the Bible or the book of Babel, or what I'm talking about, cards and stuff like that, by portals. It's what's the energy signature within your heart. What are you resonating is what is going to be pulled out. So you can't just blanket statement, oh, you do cards, you do tarot, so automatically you're bruja, automatically you're a dark witch, automatically you're a devil worshiper. That is what has been going on. We are literally, they were trying to do the Salem witch trials like 2.0 out here in this place, you know. Oh, well, you know, but a lot of these weenies, we're not in that time anymore. You can't just be out here with no evidence. You can't just be out here just because somebody is using their free will and the powers that they were bestowed to do good, okay? You have the same fucking free will. You use the same powers. You use your same energy, okay, but for the dark. And your karma that you reap, your actions, the consequence is you're gonna get stripped of that power, and you're gonna be yes, exactly, laughing at their asses. You're gonna be put down at the bottom. It's just facts. It's really 1 + 1 = 2. If you cheated your way to get to the top, okay, naturally cheaters never win. And like, fuck, that ass, cheaters never win. And yes, it's a short-term glory, you know, but you're gonna be at the bottom anyways. It's the it doesn't, the ends don't justify the means, or the means don't justify the ends. You're better off taking your energy and taking that time that you spent and that money you spent towards trying to sabotage another person or put into dark magic or into trying getting your way, when you could have just been using that time and allocating that time properly and putting it into yourself. And it's only up from there if you're working on yourself to improve. You could only go up. Like, this is the stuff that baffles me. This is what does not make sense in their minds, but they're so tricked by the devil and the upside down that right is left and left is right. That's how I got through this shit too, guys, is I realized this is fucking, I feel like we're in lazy, welcome to lazy town. Hey bitch, I'm Stephanie, all right? There's no fucking Spartacus, all right? And this there's no fucking Spartacus in this place, all right? Spartacus is a fucking woman, and it's Stephanie who is here to save this shit. And Stephanie's gonna knock some sense into these. What was she surrounded by? Puppets! Puppets! Guys, she deadass was a human. Who else was a human? Spartacus was a human, but also, oddly enough, mind you, Spartacus was a whole ass fucking grown man surrounded by children puppets, and Stephanie, who's a child. And what were the parents? What were these puppet parents? The mayor and shit, they weren't doing shit, right? In Lazy Town. Exactly. That's what they want, people, bro. It's been in our faces this whole freaking time, all right? Everybody, and what was everybody? Oh, Robbie rotten. What were people? Just fucking rotten to the core. They were always depressed. They were always just fucking had a stick up their butt, a hand up their butt. I wonder why. They're a bunch of puppets. More like a fist up there, you know where. Fucking these friggin' Masons. They're friggin' rituals. They're friggin' butt buddies. They're bubble buddies. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so sorry. All right. Let's get into this channel message. I just had a fucking... What did she say? She says those commercial breaks. Literally, that was a dead-ass commercial break right there. 10:36. Okay. Okay. So, back to our regular scheduled program. Regular program. Anything but regular. Right. Confirmation. I'm sorry, I just had to go on that commercial break because this shit is going to be so heavy, and I had to break the tension because this shit's going to piss a bunch of people off. All right, here we go. A lot of Black actors and influencers / YouTube streamers are industry plants from different African islands / continents. Uganda, Zimbabwe are two of the most notable ones that I have mentioned. These people / influencers / actors come from from lower class families or trained high class families from these African continents. East African. Okay, I don't know what that means, but East African. Yes, so they come from lower class families, or if you're from a higher class family, you're trained wealthy families that train their children in media. They get media training and acting skills, okay, to give these kids a better life in America. Pretty much selling these children from the slums and villages to the American government, who brainwash these kids to be media plants to poison the minds of the youth here in America and pose as the ideal Black experience for Black youth in America when they aren't even from here. All right. And I also have Carnival is demonic and a dance with the devil. All right. It has nothing to do with American Indian natives or indigenous folk living here. All right. This is to confuse this is also when I talk about the Great Resets, this is the attack on how they are trying to erase the indigenous African Americans, but we're not African, so I guess the indigenous Americans, me, all right, who are from here and did not come here and were not transported here from Africa as slaves, okay, as they say, okay. This is how they've been able to get into the African American, I hate saying that shit. That's how they were able to get into the indigenous American population with this colorism BS, coloring crayon BS with the shades, okay? This is how they've been able to get in, sign up, and infiltrate these different races, okay? How they psyoped and got into the LGBT community, okay? That's how they psyoped and got into the races too, okay? They start a divide, okay? They make a division where there is no division, okay? And then what they start doing is the freaking... They start doing the mind games, the brainwashing games, the tactics of power dynamics, of you are taking their spot, you know, the levels to it, you know. They have something that you want, so we're going to give you an edge, which is knowledge. These people, these African plants, same thing with the Muslims, same thing. With these places in different countries, okay, they get a better education. They literally train these people, whether it's going to be a brainwashing, mind poisoning kind of psyop, which is teach degeneracy, teach word magic, teach ways to enslave the minds of the youth, through physical violence or things to lower their states of vibration, whether it's going to be a mental attack or it's going to be a physical attack, like we're seeing with the wars, of the fake wars, or some of the real wars or whatever. They train actual. I shouldn't even say the wars. They also train these people in the mass pew-pews, okay? And the mass pew-pews. These are all psyops. These are all brainwashed people. This is what is going on for the scare tactics, for the mass pew-pew setups. Yes, they are capitalizing on real tragedies, okay? But it's not the kids, okay? It's not when, okay, people have it wrong when they talk about the mass pew-pews, okay? People, I see you guys with your theories and stuff. You're so close, but this is what it is. Mass pew-pews really do happen. This is a thing. It's not like they're setting it up and like it's staged, like not really happening. Mass pew-pews do happen. What is staged is, one, how many pew-pews there are, how many of them are actually undercover cops, and how many of these undercover cops, think of it as fucking Plankton in SpongeBob the movie, the original SpongeBob the movie, the good one. All hail Plankton with the bucket hats on, okay? These people that take place in these mass pew-pews don't know where the confirmation though. They don't know where the hell they are. All right. This is why they use confirmation. This is why they use PTSD. This is why they bring. This is what war is all for. Is to brainwash people. Bro, they are brainwashing these soldiers in the click of a hat. You are sending your children off to brainwashing camp where they strip them of their identity, implant a whole new fucking thing into their brains. I don't even know if it's a microchipped. I don't know who the hell these people are when they come out and shit like that. But it's so that in the drop of a dime, the military, the U.S. government can just come in the flip of a switch, turn them on in the middle of nowhere, think they're in combat, okay? When they're actually in a school, when they're actually in a mall, when they're actually in a movie theater, okay? These people think they're out here ruining. I'm getting emotional. Fuck. They are out here ruining innocent lives, innocent families, and brainwashing them and brainwashing the media and people into thinking that these people are monsters, when really the monsters are the government that are stripping these people and using them as tools, okay, for their energy harvesting, okay, for these shooters that get put in these situations to be them to continue the cycle. Because that's the thing, it's also there's an anime, it's called it talks about mass hysteria. I'm trying to remember it. I can't remember the name of it. But it was like people started seeing this guy on the bicycle, that it was like he was little slugger, but people were imagining like there was a guy going around on a bike hitting people or killing people, and people started getting mass hysteria. Okay, this is a real thing they're trying to incite. If all they have to do is maybe, once a year or whatever for their sacrifice or whatever, just plant one of these psyoped fucking killers, not even killers, zombies, bucket hats, I guess, pew-pewers, into thinking that they're back on the battlefield when this is happening, okay, then they can trigger mass hysteria, and somebody that they're already working on, that they've been targeting, because schizophrenia is not fucking real. What it is these motherfuckers that have been working on people, that have been working on hitting them with energy weapons, that have been working on, whether that is also them beaming them up, whatever, them, because the government are the aliens that are taking people in the UFOs, all right, are the people that are also experimenting, are doing the what do you call that? Not the alien invasions, but that try to do the abductions. There we go. The alien abductions. Okay, the government is responsible for alien abductions. They're the fucking aliens. They've been taken over by the bad aliens. Don't you guys see? They are the ones that are doing this. So they are taking, so it's either so they're taking people. I'm getting told to go back. Yes. And then Carnival has nothing to do with the Native Americans. Like I said, it's just a psyop. It's just them trying to bring their demonic ways that they've already infiltrated and taken over in these other countries, that they have them do their biddings. Fucking same thing for Mardi Gras. That's fucking necromancy. We're not doing this shit anymore, okay? Yeah, has nothing to do with American Indian, Native American, Indigenous, yeah, they're just trying to channel dark voodoo entities, and they're just taking part in pedophilic rituals and sexual degeneracy for the government. They have youth idolizing MK Ultra African puppets. It's Jordan Peele's Us, okay? They do this, and we are not the only ones. Yes, and they do this not only with actors. They do this with actors too, the music industry, the Twitch streamers, YouTube, they are granting a lot of these people too that are from Africa, that are from these other places in the world, these lower impoverished places, or higher wealthy people too. They're granted immunity when they come over here to America, because a lot of these people are also criminals, are also thieves, are also that have been able to get away with this from their other countries, okay? And so they get granted, when it gets too much over on the other side, and they've already done too many fucking deeds, and they're on to them. Oh, they're on to us. Freaking, I'm seeing the SpongeBob episode where the gorilla suit, where they're like, they all of a sudden ripped off their costumes and everything, and they're like, they're on to us, we need to go and get out of town, pretty much. I always thought that was weird, but like, yeah, that's what they do, is they're like, oh, they're on to us, so we gotta move on to another town, aka to America, assume a whole new identity, get immunity, and then be pawns again for the government. And a lot of them are working in the trades in these other countries too, to help funnel into the Americans, for the American elites and stuff like that. And once they're done doing that in the other countries, then they get to come over. They also, for their 33 Mason shit, forever, whatever, however, if you hit your quota or whatever, and you're from a different country, you hit your kid quota or whatever the hell. Oh, now they're chopping the grass. Let it go. Oh. I hope they don't fucking run me over with that fucking grass Zamboni. Anywho. Yeah, and so, yeah, they have these people. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these wealthy families, they've committed heinous atrocities, and how they've been able to move up in the ranks or whatever and supply these children or whatever when they get their badge or whatever the fuck in these other lower countries or wherever the hell they are. Then they get their little slot in America. They get their little visa. Woo, here's your little fucking American visa so you can wreak havoc and fuck over the people. But on top of it, you'll get idolized and brainwashed because we already brainwashed the American mass. So they'll automatically open you in open arms and everything. And then before you know it, people are worshiping fucking Nicki Minaj, not even knowing where she came from. People are worshiping Bill Gates, not even knowing where the hell he came from. People are worshiping the Kim Kardashians, not even knowing where the fuck they came from. Where the fuck are these people coming from? A lot of them and their families, yes, committed heinous atrocities, or again, this is another thing too, they're also spies in here. Atrocities, or were undercover spies that did dark bidding for the governments. They were able to have their records expunged. You ever wonder why the fuck are Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie ambassadors? Ambassadors of what? Where do you think they got their children from? Why do you think all these celebrities have a bunch of fucking children? They came from where? You guys don't even know how to hold babies. You guys can't even hold children. You don't even have hearts. You're cold. You're cold and you're dead. Oh my gosh, and you're hoarding. You're hoarding children like they're jewels, like they're gold, and it's disgusting. They take the children from less fortunate places and yeah. They were able to have able to have their records expunged in these less unfortunate places and just pick up and move to America like nothing happened. Literal murders, spiritually and physically. And they just get to live it up here. They just get to live it up in their fucking mansions like nothing happened and do more and worse stuff and smile in your face while they're getting paid, while they're also taking your money and taking your tax money, okay? Which is also fucking illegal. They don't care about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They're the celebrities that are smiling in your face. The celebrities that are telling you about the fucking St. Jude shit are the same ones that are just fucking about to put that kid up on a pizza. Okay? Jennifer. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just... Oh my gosh. They are angry. Yeah, and these African American, these black, these MK Ultra slaves are not your brothers, okay? These clones are not your brothers, they're not your sisters. These clones have infiltrated the churches, they have infiltrated the communities. They are not, they may try to say that they look like you and shit like that, but their energy is not you. They are not you, and they would kill you in a heartbeat. They are trained at the drop of the hat when this shit is supposed to pop off to murk you and assume your fucking identity. All right? Here are the list of names that I have that are traitors, that are infiltrators against the indigenous American people, who are spies. Sexy Red, Kai Cenat, Cardi B, Megan, who is also a man, Megan Thee Stallion. Stallion is a male horse. That is a man. Cardi B is a man. KSI. Rihanna murdered people. Okay, she is a voodoo high priestess from Barbados. That is why she does not tour in her home country. She is on the run, and they gave her immunity in America to be able to poison the youth and put her fucking voodoo enchanting shit in her makeup. Ice Spice, a fucking plant. They did this. This is how they were able to this is how they were able to move the fucking Nazis and the Zionists after they did their shit over there in Germany and shit like that, covertly, okay, all right, and then blamed Hitler, all right, for the shit the Americas were doing, all right, and the other people were doing too, bro. They were in on this shit. Russia was in on this shit, okay? Russia was in on this shit too, okay? They were in fucking cahoots with America even back then. And then when they fucking took down Hitler and then took his shit, they took his shit, okay? And tried to make claim to it. Russia, I'm looking at you. You took his shit, all right? And then you blamed Hitler for the experimentation and the fucked up shit you were doing. What all Hitler was trying to do was call out the fucking Jews for the fuckery that they've been doing, all right? You guys fucking know this shit, all right? And you covered it up. And then you moved the Nazis and the Zionists into America and let them fucking into power and didn't do any checks or any fucking balances, and you let them do their fuckery on the American people, okay? You fucking Obamas. Nicki Minaj. Mickey Minaj, that shit that was a meme, that's dead ass her real fucking last name. Everybody thought it was a meme. No, they're throwing it in a fucking plain sight. That's not, Nicki Minaj is not her name. She's an Indian spy, all right? Uma Thurman is a Russian fucking spy, bro. Uma Thurman working with Quentin Tarantino, okay, Jason Momoa, The Rock. They're just plants, they're just puppets, they're just fucking anchor armed out, okay? Michelle Kwan, the voice of Mulan is a Chinese spy. And her name is Ming Na Wen, voice of Mulan. Okay. Hi. 1 second. There's a truck. I'm gonna let them pass. There's like a giant thing, and he's like going by, and